Welcome to this presentation. My name is Mpho Dagada and I am the leader at Arise South Africa. Arise South Africa political party is a movement born out of the nation's urgent need to rescue itself from the forces that are holding it back. It was formed in response to inadequate leadership in South Africa, growing electricity crisis, rampant crime, unemployment, and endemic corruption that has plagued this beautiful country. We are choosing to arise from the darkness that South Africa sits in. 80 billion is lost to load shedding every single month. The youth unemployment rate is at 58%. We are the most or the biggest inequality in the whole world. Poverty rate is at 56.8%. State capture is something that continues. 1,357 crimes are reported daily in South Africa. 300 billion is lost to corruption per annum. 138 people are raped daily in our country. 83 people are murdered daily in our country. State-owned enterprises are crumbling every single day. We have a vision for this country. We're passionate about South Africa and the future of South Africa, and we believe that South Africa is one of the greatest countries in the world with immense potential. And what we believe is that if we work together collectively with each and every incredible mind out there within our country, we're able to ensure that South Africa prospers. Our vision is committed to unlocking the untapped potential that lies within South Africa, allowing it to become the best country in the world, unleashing hope amongst all its people. The main goal of this political party is to bring about far-reaching changes in order to reconstruct South Africa, rebuild our institutions, our moral values, our infrastructure, and most importantly, the people and the youth of South Africa. Arise South Africa seeks to lay the foundation for a better South Africa and Africans to ensure progress is happening daily through positive transformation. Arise South Africa was born as an answer to the cry of millions of South Africa. This is a quote by Mr. L. Makanya, one of our leaders. Our mission is simple. It's enshrined within our constitution, and any leader that's invited you to this presentation will be able to share the constitution of Arise South Africa with you. But we seek to alleviate poverty, to stop unemployment by creating employment in industries that will position South Africa as a leader in business, harnessing our mineral and natural resources. We want to deliver our people a robust Bill of Rights, a sense of liberty and freedom of expressions. We want to give relevant education to all, no matter the background. We want to eradicate gender-based violence and discrimination. We want to provide each South African with basic rights and needs like water, electricity, shelter, food. We believe in upholding each person's Bill of Rights. We want to empower community building structures, businesses that will enrich our communities, to create more business by preventing our raw materials from being exported. These are just a few of our missions that you'll see within our constitution of what we want to achieve as Arise South Africa. What makes us different and unique is that we are young leaders full of fresh, relevant ideas, which we strongly believe will be able to assist the economy of South Africa and lead to better employment rates. We are radical about equality and progressive change for the country. We believe in a code of conduct where leaders must have integrity, and we offer great service delivery. We're a party that believes in glory, in recovering our country, in prosperity, in youth leadership, in youth creating more ideas that are going to be robust, technology, the fourth industrial revolution, and so many more great ideas. Our logo is a very special logo that was created with much thought and clarity of mind. We have 3 colors in our logo: red, yellow, and green, and Arise is written in gray. Our logo or our image is an image of a bird, an eagle, as we believe that much of the young people in South Africa need to be like the eagle and weather the storm and take on this new government. Now, to explain the different elements that exist in our color. If you have a look at the red represents the blood of our former leaders, the sweat that they put into building this country. The yellow represents our land. Our land is rich in gold and minerals. The green, our land is fruitful and we're able to produce much produce. The gray represents the fact that we believe that South Africa is for all races. And the eagle, it's time to soar. As young people, we need to weather the storm and all the challenges that our country is facing and soar. We need to ensure that much like an eagle that weathers that storm and goes into it irregardless of the circumstances, we need to stand up and arise from the depression that these circumstances have kept us and actually glide and fly right up there with other eagles. And unlike chickens, we need to stop our complaining, seated down on the ground, on Twitter, on social media, and actually get together as young people and begin to soar and weather the storm. These are some of the ideas that many of the young people have come up with at Arise. And in Arise, we truly believe that South Africa will be changed by South Africans. It's all about young people coming together, bringing in their ideas and implementing these ideas. Job creation. South Africa has $2.5 trillion worth of minerals within our country. And we believe that it's important to just stop exporting these raw minerals, but start creating value chains and maximize the potential that our resources have within our country. Our land. We believe our land is fruitful and should be used to create a global superpower in South Africa. Together with technology, agri-tech, our land, we're able to produce many jobs, economic growth, and produce much more finished goods like essential oils, like specific wines that the world is looking for. We are able to produce A-grade produce within our country and supply the rest of the world with its food that it needs. We believe that tourism is a big anchor in our economy, and we want to make sure that our World Heritage sites see more investment that is going to make sure that our natural assets are used to create jobs, foster economic growth, diversify our economy, and promote community development. We want to establish more theme parks that will attract more tourists all around the world, create more jobs from this, bolster our local economies, make sure that we develop more infrastructure, we diversify our economy, we promote our local culture and heritage within our country. We want to ensure that cultural tourism, ecotourism, adventure tourism, and sports tourism contributes to our GDP growth, attracting more tourists, increasing our revenue, creating more jobs, and supporting our local economies within South Africa. Our wine tourism, our vital cultural heritage, our breathtaking landscapes are much more reason for South Africa to continue to grow and bring in much more needed jobs and money into our country. We've looked at different tourist destinations and some of the tourist trends that South Africa can leverage on, like the medical tourism, which allows and continue to grow in South Africa, but allows people to come in and get affordable, high quality care provided by our healthcare professionals in South Africa. This enables us to continue to grow our health professionals, our doctors, our nurses, and the entire ecosystem. This forms a great source of income for South Africa, and it allows employment and business opportunities for our locals to continue to grow. Another thing that we want to do, we want to ensure that the state of our infrastructure in our country is improved. Our roads, our rail, our ports. We want to ensure that our energy infrastructure is stable, and we've got solutions that are speaking and fixing that. We want to ensure that access to clean water, our aging infrastructure is fixed. The pollution, we want to ensure that that's eradicated. The water, our water sources, our sanitation, and our telecommunications and infrastructure, our widespread access to mobile and internet services. We want to make sure that it's affordable, our speed and our coverage is available to all South Africans. We want to build our infrastructure to be agile and ready and globally competitive for the fourth industrial revolution. We want to empower our people with education. We want to make sure that our resources are allocated to education, allowing that rural areas and disadvantaged communities really get the right type of education. We're looking at building mobile apps that will be able to teach our people different educational skills that are relevant to our resources and that are relevant to the agenda and policy of the government of Arise South Africa. We want to improve our teachers, their infrastructure, the development of our teachers. We want to ensure that there's ongoing professional development opportunities for them. We want to start educating our youth from an early childhood development to ensure that we're laying the right foundation for them to thrive in this artificial intelligence world, this robotics world, this AI world, and this new world that we're all going to be harnessing to make sure that it is used effectively to benefit us and not to leave us in a worse place. Curriculum reform, we want to change the curriculum to make sure that our curriculum is advanced and ready to speak to the needs of where the world is going and ready to produce more jobs within Africa. We want to promote vocational and technical education to ensure that practical skills are being taught and our young people are being prepared for the job market. Inclusive education is very important. Strengthening our school management systems and our leadership. We want to make sure that systems like blockchain, e-learning, we want to make sure that systems like artificial intelligence are able to predict and change and enhance our educational systems. Community engagement and parental involvement to make sure that we're fostering partnerships between schools, families, and our local organizations. We want to unleash the potential of our sports and recreation in South Africa. We want to develop grassroots sports programs, improve our sports infrastructure, enhance our coaching and training, establish talent identification programs, strengthen our sports associations and governments, promote our sports education, encourage private sector involvement, support elite sports within our country, promote inclusivity and diversity, and host international sports events as we did in the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. We want to make sure that we strategize and we rebuild our media and publishing industry. And as you can hear, much of Arrive South Africa is all about ideas that young people are bringing forth, that we've researched, that we're going to leverage and use to rebuild our country. Embrace digital technology, foster creativity and innovation, strengthen our marketing and promotion, collaborate with international partners, support local language content, adopt new business models that are relevant to where the world is moving towards, improve our media literacy, protect intellectual property rights, support independent journalism and media, invest in storytelling and content development in South Africa. Quick wins that we believe are ready to position our country and grow, that we'll be making sure to implement the moment we take over government come 2024. We want to support young entrepreneurs, provide funding for young entrepreneurs between the age of 18 and 29 to start growing their businesses, create more jobs, and stimulate economic growth. We want to align our government funding with our policy objectives to ensure that the government is moving in one direction and speaking towards strategic development and growth. We want to reduce taxes on incoming businesses, lower taxes for companies entering the country to attract foreign investment, create more jobs, and stimulate our economic growth. These are some of the measures that we go deep within our committees, our agile, young, well-researched, that sit every single day and discuss each of these pointers that I'm just highlighting on some of the things that we want you to be a part of in ensuring that we're changing our country and attracting more foreign investment, stimulating our economic growth, and creating more jobs for our young people. We want to leverage the fourth industrial revolution to address our service delivery challenges and promote social and human development. We've developed a comprehensive e-government strategy that we want to roll out. We want to invest in smart transport systems. We want to utilize the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, data analytics to improve our flow within our country. We want to use and implement telemedicine and telehealth to make sure that remote consultations are able to happen on our digital world. Diagnostics are there and treatment is able to be served to our people through drones. We want to make sure that our healthcare services are agile and available to all through the internet that we have today. We want to invest in digital learning platforms, robust mining and processing industry, building up manufacturing. We believe that South Africa is agile and ready to be a leader of the fourth industrial revolution, because we have all the inputs that are needed for the batteries that are needed and for the robots and everything else that's needed to build this new world that we've got. We're deeply rooted in research and development within our eyes, and we want to make sure that each and every entrepreneur and business commercialization of our homegrown innovations, as we believe that South Africans, young people have got these ideas, their small businesses are ready, and all they need is support and the right guidance to ensure that the fourth industrial related products and services are coming out of Africa from our young people. Our head offices are in Pretoria, in South Africa, and we plan on making sure that we've got offices all around the different provinces of our country, as we are running for provincial governments as well as our national government. So this is our national office, and we've got our details, our contacts, and our email, and we want you to be a part of us. So go back to the person that invited you and get involved by being a member of our WhatsApp groups, joining our mailing list, and also making sure that you're following us on social media, as we are available. You see our social media handles coming up: TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. We're available and we're growing every single day. We have meetings like these every other day to ensure that we're mobilizing and getting more and more people to be a part of you. We're asking you to join us. If you're a leader, if you're a young person, you're passionate about the country, you believe that your contributions and things that you are inside of you, the knowledge that you've got, is able to benefit our country, we're asking for you to join us and to fix and to rebuild our country, because together we truly can make a difference. It's time for us to arise and shine and make a difference in our country. Success is leaving the world around you better than how you met it. And that is what we want to do. We want to make sure that South Africa becomes better than what we currently see it today, because the leaders that fought for us to get to the point where we've gotten today have proven to us that they've done enough and they cannot do more than what they've done. It's now time for you and I, young, agile, bright minds, to take the baton and move our country forward.